Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the real-world highway fuel economy test of the 2021 Kia Seltos. This Seltos is sporting the 1.6-liter turbocharged inline-four and all-wheel drive. We're going to head out on the highway, do 50 miles out, 50 miles back, averaging 70 miles per hour to get a realistic highway cruising fuel economy average for this small SUV. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at it. Corporate cousins to the Hyundai Venue. This Kia Seltos is sporting some interesting looks. I think overall it'll probably be pretty well received. If you want to see more on the Seltos, check the links in the description for our full review as well as our sound system test. Now, why do we do this test? Well, the EPA Highway Fuel Economy Test, which gives this Seltos 30 miles per gallon, that test only averages 48 miles per hour over its duration. We know there are people who take their vehicles on long road trips and would like to know what sort of numbers they can expect in the real world. So to do that, we're going to head over to the gas station, fill up, head out, do 100 miles on the highway, come back, fill up at the same pump using the same fueling method, and get ourselves a real world result. A few things to note: ambient temperature today is 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Tire pressures have been set to their door placard 33 psi cold. No automatic climate control in the Seltos, so we're going to set just above mid-range here, a little bit in the warmth. That would be about where 73 degrees is, and we're going to run it on single fan speed, air conditioning off. Let's hop out and fill it up. 3.963 gallons going in. Before we actually start the car, we're going to reset our GPS. We're also going to reset the car's trip meter here. We are good to go. 3 different drive modes in the Seltos: normal, smart, and sport. We're going to do this test in smart mode. We're going to take it nice and easy over to the highway, about half a mile, and pick up the test from there. The goal of this test is not to hypermile, but rather to drive nice and easy as one might on a long road trip. In order to do that, we're going to get up to highway speed here and set the cruise control at a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour. The car's speedometer seems to be right on accurate with the GPS. Very nice to see. Highway noise, a little loud. You can hear quite a bit of wind, noise from the other vehicles, and road noise. Not too surprising for this entry-level crossover. So, we're going to continue on for 100 miles, catch up with you at the end of the test. In the meantime, enjoy this time-lapse of the entire trip. Coming into the final mile of the highway fuel economy test here in the Seltos. It's actually doing pretty well. Trip computer's saying we're getting 30.7 miles per gallon. That's 1 mile per gallon above EPA. Average speed has been 70 miles per hour. Did run into a little bit of traffic there, but didn't seem to throw off our average. Highway comfort's actually been okay. Fairly comfortable in the seats. Seating position is nice, you're kind of sitting up. I certainly see how these things have become popular, people liking that upright seating position. The active steering actually works quite well in the Seltos. It's much better than it worked in the K5, so that's a little bit surprising. Road noise is a little bit loud, as I mentioned at the beginning, but it's just kind of the price you pay in this category. We're going to take it nice and easy back to the gas station, fill up at the same pump with the same fueling method, get ourselves a result. 30.9 miles per gallon. Interestingly, it says only 99.9 miles on the tank. So that's interesting, because GPS is 102. Anyway, let's fill her up. 3.298 going in the car. 102.2 divided by 3.298 gives us a very accurate with the car 30.98, so really 31 miles per gallon. That is right in line with our 30.9 according to the trip computer, and 1 mile per gallon better than EPA. Very cool. We know that the fuel tank is 13.2 gallons here in the all-wheel drive turbo Seltos, so 13.2 times 31, you can expect to make it 409 miles on a tank here in the Seltos all-wheel drive turbo. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you found that test useful. If you want to see more on the Kia Seltos, check the links in our description for our highway fuel economy test as well as the full review, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.